Welcome to Frank Bruno Law. I am Frank Bruno. I'm an elder law and estate planning attorney in New York. Today I'd like to speak about career choices. Before I get to that, if you would like to speak with me, have a question, want to discuss anything about elder law, please go to callfrankbruno.com. Tomorrow, I am going to be speaking at Career Day at my daughter's school. She's in the 7th grade, and I was sent an email with some questions. So my daughter would like me to practice a little bit before tomorrow. Take it away.
What made you choose your career?
What made me choose my career? So in high school, I had been thinking about either going to medical school or law school, right? So I know that's early, but I was always a good student academically, and I was looking into whether or not to major in one of the liberal arts, humanities, such as political science or history or philosophy, or to major in one of the sciences to go to medical school. So at that point in time, I decided to go with one of the humanities. And the reason for that is that I thought my skill set was most suited for the law. I can see both sides of an argument. I can take complicated issues and explain them in a simple manner, and I like to write, and I write fairly well. So, next question.
What is a typical day like for you in work?
Okay, so there are several versions of a typical day. One of them is where I go into my office and I meet clients for appointments, discuss their situation, and then a portion of the day would be on writing. So I write a blog every day. I think about topics for this video, and then I actually prepare written legal work. So that's a portion of each day, and sometimes there's an investigation period. I'll meet people in their homes, or I'll meet clients at certain off-site locations, or I will prepare reports. Another type of day is when I have to go to court for some type of conference or hearing. So to take today as an example, from the beginning of the day, got to work about 9 o'clock, and I stayed there until 1:30. So I was in my office. I met with one client, a boyfriend and girlfriend, paramours. They live together. I discussed with them an estate plan, and then I had written work, and it was on a conference call. So that was today, and then at 1:30, I went to court. I had a court conference, and actually that conference, it was a pre-trial conference. It lasted quite a long time, and it started at about 2:15. Attorneys were in the hallway discussing the issues of the case, and then we conferenced with the judge, and we stayed all the way until just shy of 5 o'clock. The litigants had to get out of the courtroom about 4:45 because of the union rules. The attorneys stayed until 5, and then I left. On this day, I drove straight home. There are days that I've scheduled later appointments, and I'll go back and see someone, or have work that has to be done for the next day, or have to retrieve a file. But that was my day today. Any other questions?
What credentials or degrees are required for entry into this kind of work?
Okay, as an attorney, you need a Juris Doctor. That's a law degree. So you need a bachelor's of science or a Bachelor of Arts, a 4-year college degree, and you need a 3-year law school degree. That confers upon you the Juris Doctor degree. And then each individual state has a state bar exam. Then you could practice law. So I fielded 3 of the questions. Maybe I'll field the rest tomorrow, but I will certainly be speaking to the middle school and the high school tomorrow. So if you would like to speak with me, please go to callfrankbruno.com. Thank you very much.